Council, only 36% of the total waste generated is collected. This leads to burning and disposing of waste illegally in drains and open spaces. The waste that is actually collected ends up in unregulated dump sites, where food waste is the most problematic, causing air, land, and water pollution. The irony about this situation is that you have waste which is largely food, when the agricultural sector is already pressured by climate change and excessive use of synthetic fertilizers that have destroyed the soil's fertility and ability to hold water. It is for this reason why we would like to change waste management practices in Zambia. Our business model offers a full approach from farm to fork to recycling. We provide a bin at collection and separate the waste at source, and we take it through a two-stage recycling process. Firstly with the black soldier fly larvae that breaks down the food to produce animal feed, and then the tiger earthworms that add nutrients to produce the organic fertilizer.
We have realized that families where parents are busy working, people that have a day job and have businesses have no time to spend with their children to bond. This has a negative impact on the growth of a child. Depression is really high. Suicide cases are also on the rise. We need to interact with our children. We need to bond with our children. At MEX Observations, we have a solution, an amusement park with various amenities, such as a saloon, a barber shop, a boutique, and also a food cafe. These will help parents and children to engage in activities while they are at the play park and not move around over the weekend trying to get their hair done or get food done. So from a population in Kitwe of about 500,017, we have 206,000 children that are 14 years old and going below. And we estimate that if 30% of this population were to come to our amusement park, in a year we'll have over 2,000 visits. And this, together with the services that we're offering at the amusement park, will help to raise our revenue, help us also to have a stable income flow.
Now with this pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, how are you going to manage to adhere to health guidelines with this number of children in your custody?
Okay. The COVID pandemic is not helping because we and our children are enclosed for a long time. So we need to interact. So our plan is to make it secure and to provide everything needed by the local authority, and also maybe to limit the number of people in the park at a time. And also, after a group is done, we sanitize all the equipment and make sure that there are people following up everyone in the park to make sure they're complying.
60% of the Zambian population lives below the poverty line. They are surviving on less than $2 a day. 40% of the population is made up of young people, 22% of whom are unemployed. So we find a lot of young people roaming the streets with nothing to do, engaging themselves in unsavory practices. At the Volente Skills Training Center, we are offering a double-barreled solution. We're offering a skills training center where we'll teach skills in carpentry, ironmongery, tailoring, and hospitality. And our second solution is to sell the items that are made through the assignments in the different workshops through a showroom, which will be at the center. So finances from the showroom, from the items that are being made by the students, will go towards subsidizing their fees, thereby making the courses more affordable.
We've noticed that when most secondary school learners leave secondary school, go to college, not all of them are assured of employment. According to Central Statistics Office, the unemployment levels within the country have increased from 11.2% in 2018 to over 15% in 2020. We would like to be part of the solution by expanding into a secondary school that offers both academic and vocational skills. We would like to do this by partnering with TVETA so that we can have certification and the curriculum, and also employing a counselor to identify our learners' skills and interests. We want to teach vocational skills such as entrepreneurship, business, financial literacy, crafts such as carpentry, and also skills essential for the 21st century, such as coding, 3D, printing, graphics, and design, amongst others. Our competitors would be the 20 private secondary schools within Kitwe, schools such as Mpelembe, Lechwe, and also TVETA recognized institutions within Kitwe. We conducted a survey and discovered that 60% of parents are interested in such a route. Well, 43% of them are not impressed with the quality of education at secondary school.
You are speaking about what you want to do. Is this something you've already done? Have you already started it, or you are proposing to do it in the future?
We've already started the tuition center.
Okay.
We'd like to expand into a private secondary school.
Okay.
Yes.
So right now, how many children have benefited from this?
Right now, this month we have 5 learners at the tuition center. But our business is seasonal. So over the holidays we have 20 to 25 because most of them are in boarding school and then they come. But now we have 5.
The 2016 health survey revealed that the obesity cases in Zambia are rising. They were at 12.4. So, at A&G, we provide a health alternative to help one shed that fat. And with our food, one bite and you're hooked. We provide food. Also, we cater for the busy office worker who has no time when they get home to scale the fish, to gut the fish, and do the traditional cooking of 2-3 hours of fish. And so our fish is ready to cook and requires very little preparation time. We are a startup. We've been doing this for a year, but come 1st May, we shall be registered. And we have a formidable team of 6.
Who of us has not been affected by the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic? We all have. Hardest hit, however, are miners on the copper belt who have been drastically affected with a shortage of proper protective wear, which is central to their core functions. In response to this cry for help, we have diversified into the manufacture of locally produced, comfortable, durable workwear, such as the one I'm wearing and the ones displayed before you. This has allowed us to make safety a #1 priority. You would be surprised to note that about 2/3 of the mines in Zambia lack proper protective wear. This has forced our miners to work with hazardous chemicals and flammable materials with insufficient or no workwear at all. You'd agree with me that not only is this unacceptable, but it's extremely dangerous. Our competition has not helped the situation either, with escalated costs as well as insufficient supply due to importation. Our product, on the other hand, is readily available, durable, comfortable, as well as easy on the pocket, since importation costs are cut off. We have received tremendous support from various sectors, and we have made in the past year an upwards of 500,000 kwacha, which is equivalent to $23,000 just in the manufacture of PPE alone. Some of the sectors are the mining sector, which has extremely been very supportive in our quest to produce local products.
In terms of sourcing raw materials, all these raw materials that you're using in manufacturing is PPEs sourced locally. That's #1. Then maybe you can share more if they're sourced locally, which from the sources is.
Currently, we are sourcing our materials from locally. So we get them from Lusaka, and we're getting them at over $4 per meter, which is quite expensive when we compare it with what we would like to get it at less than $2 per meter to get it from overseas. So that's the challenge that we're faced with a little bit. So if we were to get funding, that would really assist us to really be competitive on the market.
Take a shine away,